Hey everyone, Avatar Guy here. So today has been a huge day for Avatar fans. There's been so many new articles, interviews, and all-round clips for everyone to see. One that really stood out to me was this interview with James Cameron by The Hollywood Reporter. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. The thing that stood out to me was, obviously, it again shines a brilliant light on the brilliant man that is James Cameron, but he also gives us quite a few details about the Avatar sequels, his process, the themes within it, and also the future. He legitimately comes out and basically says that he could do Avatar 6 and 7, but he'll probably be too old by then, and so he'll try and pass the mantle on. So I thought that we'd quickly just go over a few of the best bits. I really encourage everyone to read through the full article if you get a chance. I'm just going to jump to a few bits that stood out personally to me. So, again, it came out today. Something repeated in one of my other videos is that these movies are going to be very personal to him, very much influenced by his own family. So one big theme in the movies is the family, and that's going to be shown throughout the sequels. Some really nice pictures of Jim with his Simucam, with the virtual camera that they used to film Avatar. I thought they were really nice. They talk about the financial pressures that he's felt and the fact that, the environmental pressures. One thing that I really loved was this bit here where he talks about that he drives a 2013 Kia Rio because he says a small quality used car has less of a carbon footprint than a new electric car. So, Jim really does live this thing about his environmentalism. It's not performance for him, it's a real thing. Again, his perfectionism when it comes to the Avatar sequels, a moment where they're talking about the CGI, and he thinks that an explosion doesn't look real enough when he's talking to the CG crew. And so they've got to redo it, or do it again. Talks about how he was a bit of a bottleneck in the production of the originals, so now he's supervised 70% of the CG shots and 30% have been moved over to a guy that worked on the original, Richard Bainham. He's now doing 30%, which I thought was really interesting. And then the fact that Disney now owns Fox and how that's different. John Landau, his producing partner, these two genuinely are an amazing team. They've had so much success together. And Jim knocking on the door when the interviewer is talking to John Landau, saying they're like an old married couple. And this big bit, I think, towards the end, where they talk about the production problems that they faced and the fact that the theatrical marketplace isn't what it was when they started shooting. Obviously, there was massive global events have happened. Streaming has also taken off. The theatre isn't as big as it once was. There has been some films that have come out that show that maybe there's a recovery. Jim seems to say that he thinks it can get back to 80% of what it once was. And that Avatar is obviously the perfect vehicle to show everyone the brilliance of seeing a movie in the theatres again. Again, it talks about the 3D. And then this bit here. So, and this is the bit that I really want to focus on. And it's this paragraph. I posted this on my Instagram. Follow if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. He says, and I'm going to read this entire quote. He's also got plans, should the world demand them, for Avatar 6 and 7. I'd be 89 by then, Cameron says. That sounds like a joke, but based on the fact that it took 25 years for him to make the first two Avatar movies, it's pretty realistic. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to make Avatar movies indefinitely, the amount of energy required. He started giving some thought to a succession plan. I would have to train somebody how to do this, because I don't care how smart you are as a director, you don't know how to do this. Speaking about the Avatar production. He figures he may have 5 or 6 more movies in him, and that 3 of them probably would be Avatar movies. So this goes against what he's already said, actually. So think about it. 3 more of them would be Avatar movies. I assume he's referring to Avatar 3, 4, and 5 there. And he's got 5 or 6 movies left in him. Alita 2, anyone? And maybe the one about the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki that he's mentioned in the past. That would make 5. Super Secret 6, you know? That made me immensely happy as a James Cameron fan to see that, you know? That we might not... The end of Avatar might not be the end of James Cameron movies, which I think was kind of the assumptions a lot of big fans of his who followed him made. I certainly had. I was like, once he's done with Avatar, that's it. He's done with movie making, was my thinking. I would be over the moon if after Avatar 5, he's trained an apprentice and he goes and does his own thing. And the Avatar world can continue on, that everyone loves, but that James Cameron, maybe he'll go back to smaller budget films. It'd be cool if he ended his career with something that was low budget, like the original Terminator was, and come full circle, so to speak. So there it is. So he wants 6 and 7. I think John Lando has also mentioned that in an interview. There's more movies left in the tank for James Cameron. And please, do check out this amazing interview with The Hollywood Reporter. It's really, really good. As always, I want to thank the Based and Robust Network, and thank you for watching.